everyone, it's Miss Erica from OT. Today for this week's ESY OT activity, I'm going to be showing you how to have fun playing and painting with water. So using water is a great sensory tool. Cold water and ice helps to calm and regulate a system. So if your child is very overactive, you can notice when they're in the bath or sometimes when they're playing with cool water that they're very focused and calm. So I'm just going to demonstrate a few different things you might try at home with your child. The first of which, I have a spray bottle. Spray bottles are excellent because they work on fine motor coordination, hand-eye coordination when you're spraying, target if you want to hit a target, and then using two sides of your hands and in-hand manipulation. So you're going to have the part that's stable, just like when you're using scissors, and the part that's the power part that you're actually doing the movement with. So you can fill it up with water and have your child spray to make a pattern, spray at a target, really just using that in a variety of different ways. The next thing you can do is play with ice. So my ice is kind of melting here, but you can take a small toy, freeze it in here. You can have your child have to then melt the ice cube to try to get their favorite toy out of the ice, which is really fun, especially on a hot day. You can use the ice cubes and hold them, try to hold on to the slippery ice cubes, use it as a paintbrush. So I have just the pavement here. You can make marks on the pavement with your ice cubes. It's very tricky to hold on to the ice cube, so you might want to freeze the ice tray. If you have little toothpicks or popsicle sticks, you can put it into the ice cube trays. You can add some food coloring in there, freeze them up and use them as little sticks and draw with those. That would be a fun activity to try as well. But if you don't have a paintbrush, no problem. If your child needs more help holding objects or is still learning, you can use a larger handled object. I have a spatula here. I have a large brush. You can use any kind of kitchen tool, and you would have them just dip into the water there and then make marks on anything in front of them. I have my pavement here because I don't want to make a mess in the house, which is fun to do. But if it's a rainy day or you want to do it inside, you can do a piece of paper and you're making marks on that paper, and it should show up there. Lines down, lines across, using our spatula to make marks. You can pre-mark it and have them then trace over the marks with the water, and it's kind of a mystery. It kind of pops up unexpectedly. Another few fun tools to use if that's too easy for your child, to make it a little more challenging. If you don't have a paintbrush, I love Q-tips. A Q-tip is an excellent tool to really facilitate that nice grasp where you're using pinching like an alligator. You can chop this even in half to make it, if something's small, it's going to encourage your child to have that nice tripod grasp and discourage that big fisting that we power fist, as we say, that is immature. So to have them be more mature, you want to make it smaller. Same with crayons. If it's a broken crayon, you're going to see more of that 3 fingers or 4 fingers rather than that power, because there's not enough space to hold on to it. So again, your Q-tips work really nice as a paintbrush. We're tracing lines down, we can trace lines across, get creative with it. And the nice thing is, once this dries, you can kind of use the paper over and over again. So I just have regular construction paper. If you don't have paper, you can use mail. Here's an old magazine I found. That's a paper magazine. Plenty of pages there to draw on, writing their name, doing shapes. You can go through and have them go through a newspaper or a magazine. All right, every time you see a letter A, we're gonna circle letter A. And then you can reuse it because it'll dry and it's just water. Another way, if you don't have that, a cotton ball or a wad of tissue. Nice cotton ball to make it a little bit easier to grasp rather than a Q-tip. And you're going to make your marks with a wet cotton ball. Excellent. Out on your ground as well, it works the same on your pavement. And another thing to do, if it's raining outside, you can go to the beach or go outside and collect rocks, and with your Q-tip, You can paint your Q-tips with your rocks, with the Q-tips. We have to paint our rocks to get them nice and clean. Cleaning our rocks with our water, and then it magically will dry, and then you can do it over again. So that's a lot of fun because it does change color as it gets wet. And a last tip or trick that you can try at home to add another sensory experience to your water. As I mentioned before, temperature, so warm or hot water, you can play around with that, not too super hot, but lukewarm or ice cold can help with regulation. But scent as well, you can play around with scent. So I have here vanilla extract. You can do lavender, which is really calming. Vanilla extract I just had lying around. And you can take a few drops and put it into your water, so when they're playing with the water or splashing, it gives you that extra sensory experience. I hope that you find these tips helpful and you will try some at home, and please let me know if you have any questions or need any help. Okay, see you soon. Bye-bye.